Right. So if I talk about the general idea about machine learning, we know that it comprises of supervised machine learning, unsupervised machine learning, and the third category we have is the reinforcement machine learning, right?
Yes, sir. Mhm.
Now, specifically with respect to machine learning, when we talk about underfitting and overfitting, there comes a
Mhm.
term called regularization, right?
Mhm.
What do we mean
Mhm.
by regularization?
Uh, like when we are trying to resolve the overfitting issue, uh, like in linear regression model, we generally comes in contact with overfitting issues. So to uh, to solve those issues, overfitting issues, we use lasso regression and ridge regression. So we introduce a penalty parameter called alpha. So I think this is known as a term. This is a term for regularization, I think.
All right. So if it is an overfitting model, you will add alpha parameter to your equation or you will subtract alpha parameter.
No, we will add alpha parameter. So adding the error parameter, the penalty, so
Mhm.
the accuracy will reduce. So
All right.
will overcome the overfitting issue.
So you also mentioned about two different names in regression. You talked about lasso regression and ridge regression. Now,
Yeah.
they are used for regularization technique, that is right. And they are specifically given two different names in the context of regularization. There is something called L1, excuse me, there is something called L1 regularization, and then there is something called L2 regularization. So which one is L1, which one is L2?
I think lasso is L1. We add the penalty parameter there, and in
Hmm.
ridge we subtract the penalty parameter.
So you're saying L1 is lasso regression, L2 is ridge regression.
Yes, yes,
All
I
right.
think so.
That is correct. That is correct. Actually correct. All right. So that is fine. With respect to overfitting, we can do these kind of stuffs. All right. Uh, One general question I would like to ask, not very technical in nature. If I talk about you as a person who wants to become a data scientist in future, what domain would you prefer working for? Like whether it should be healthcare, education, business analytics, finance, which area?
So out of these, I'm not sure I'll be able to do. I have worked with BPOs, service industry, so I would like to go there only. So
All right. So
yeah.
how can you use data science capacities in those areas? How can you leverage?
So yeah, so in BPOs actually, it's a customer centric industry.
Mhm.
So they need to maintain data for their customers as well as for their employees also. So
Mhm.
everything is done by the advisors, the lowest level of employees. So advisors need to have so they need to meet so many goals and achievements in their day-to-day calling. So they need to maintain their KPIs also. So I can give my inputs in regarding this regarding these employees, and also with the when they are maintaining customer data, they need to uh, maintain uh, so many KPIs inside the company to meet the customer goals also, to get customer satisfaction. uh, the main motto of customer centric industry is getting the customer satisfaction in their surveys. So, and to like and they want to there's a specific term that customer churn prediction na? We used to do I have done one project in customer churn prediction also. So they need to uh, like maintain their relationship with the customer. So in that also a data scientist or data analyst can give inputs.
All right. All right. So talking about a service-based industry, let's say you are providing any kind of service for that matter, and because you talked about customer churn, so what do you think? What parameters should we take into consideration when it comes to customer retention? Because retaining customer is a very important role that we need to play in service-based companies. So
Yeah.
what should we do? What step can we take?
Yeah, sure. So, for the customers, the voice of the company is advisors, the lowest level of employees. So, whatever interaction they have with those advisors, it matters the most for the customers. So, basically, things includes the call handlings, what type of call the employees are handling, and what resolution they are giving to their customers. It matters. It is the most important factor to retain the customers. So uh, this can be improved, I think.
Okay. Any measures that you can think of as of now? Like how should you like what should you do for your loyal customers or something of that sort? Any step that we can take?
Yes, like we can provide discounts to the customers, uh, and uh, when it comes to providing services, we can extend their warranties, like for like extra 5 to 6 months of warranties we can provide them, and provide better resolution.
So don't you think providing discount to a new customer would be a good idea? Like
No,
other than providing. Mhm. Tell me. Go ahead.
not to the new customers, to the customers who are like loyal customers who are
Mm.
from years with the company.
Mm.
This
But
this
again,
particular.
if you provide discounts to the new customer, maybe they will convert, and in future they will become your loyal customers. That
Yes,
that
it
can also happen.
yes, that can happen for sure.
So in such cases, we should, because the any service-based company, or even for that matter, product-based companies that we talk about, we have limited budget, right? So
Yes,
where
yes,
should we be using it? That becomes a challenge. That becomes actually a dilemma for decision
yeah,
makers. Yeah. Okay.
yes, yes, of course.
So fine, good enough. Let's go towards your projects, towards your resume.
Hmm.
Mm, right. So this is your resume, and you have mentioned your GitHub profile. Everything looks nice. Skills, Python, all right. This is basically for data analytics purposes.
Analytics, yeah,
Okay,
analytics.
okay, okay. Hmm. All right, but again, if you are using this project, sorry, this resume for analytics, your project should also be mostly oriented towards analytics. As of now, what I can see is the first one is using machine learning, second one is using machine learning, third one is analytics, fine. Fourth one again is machine learning, right? So
Yeah.
slight modification is required in the project section because again, you are representing this particular resume to your recruitment people, and you want to tell them that I want to get into a domain of data analytics. So they will be able to judge you, they will be able to screen you on the basis of the projects that we do, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that is the reason. You can modify these projects there. These are good ones, but again, depending upon the domain that you are trying to enter, they will
Hmm.
become slightly irrelevant. So we need to take care
Okay.
of that.
I'll Yeah, I'll work upon this.
All right. Then your
Yeah.
work experience you have mentioned. All right. I think you have done like you would be getting certificate of internship also, right?
I'm not sure about that, sir.
You would be getting a certificate of internship. So the most recent one you can mention as data science or data analytics intern
Hmm.
in that particular organization, and the
Hmm.
duration you can mention. They will help you with that, right? The management will help you with that, so you can
Hmm.
specify that. And again, the roles and responsibilities that you took into consideration while you were working as an intern, that maybe you can use ChatGPT for that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that would be the most recent task that you would be doing. And again, because you have some good years of experience, may not be completely technical in nature, but because you are into the industry directly or indirectly. So if the recruiters they ask you that why did you go for internship after
Mm-hmm.
like so many years, why did you go for internship? So you can specifically tell them that yes, because I wanted to upskill myself, I wanted to take a career transition. That is why I took this internship. And the good part of the internship was that it was work from home internship. That is why I could learn my skills. I could parallelly work on those skills in the internship duration. And yes, I was like confident by applying those concepts practically. It helped me
Mm-hmm.
in boosting my confidence, and then I was able to go ahead with. Right. So that is how you can
Okay.
explain that part, because most of the time they would ask you these kind of questions. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So that part you can integrate here in your work experience area. Another thing is
Mm.
that your resume should not be more than one page. As of
Yeah.
now,
Actually,
this is, yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
was by mistake. Actually, I didn't recheck while before sending you. So I realized my mistake in the morning only.
No problem. I mean, you
Yeah.
know this, so
Yeah.
just try to modify this and share it with me once again, once you have done the necessary changes. By the way, what is the ATS score of this one?
Which one, sir?
This project, sorry, this resume, ATS score, how much you are getting?
I was getting 58, sir.
58. Okay. Try
Yeah.
using this Microsoft Word. Maybe it will increase.
I was
Hmm.
using Word only, I
That's a
think.
word only. All right,
Yeah.
all right.
I
We'll
have
see how we
uh,
can increase.
I
Hmm.
have designed one more resume. It is in the column form. So will that
That is
be
that is also fine. That is also fine.
but the same resume I'm checking with those
Mhm.
columns. So it
Hmm.
is giving me score of 38 uh, with the same
Maybe
content.
the content is exactly same.
Yeah, yeah, the
Oh, okay.
content is same.
Maybe we can see if some keywords can be integrated in. We'll work on the resume part. We'll see. Mm.
Okay.
Another thing is that when you mention your skills, again, these skills are again modified for the job of a data analyst, right? So for data analyst, the most important skill is going to be Tableau or Power BI, right? So
Okay.
first priority, you will be giving it to Tableau or
Mm-hmm,
Power BI. Second one
mm-hmm,
will be, if you are saying Tableau first, so Power BI will be the second skill. Third,
mm-hmm.
you can say Excel. Fourth will be SQL, then Python and all these libraries of Python,
Machine.
and
Mm-hmm.
web scraping will be towards the end, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
yes, you can integrate machine learning also, because these days they ask questions from machine learning also. So you can
Mm-hmm.
definitely integrate that part,
Okay.
right?
Yes, sir.
So that is what we have. Rest, the certifications you have nicely mentioned. That is good. The work experience and everything looks nice. I think this is fine. With respect to, because again, yeah, and in the skills, you can also mention about your, um, I should say, statistics. That is also important, right?
Okay. Okay.
Right.
I'll integrate that also.
And one more question, like one last question I'll be asking you, and then we can wind up. That would
Mm.
be basically with respect to project management more of. Let's say if you have a data set, you are working with a client and the client has provided you the data set. The client has also mentioned that what is he or she expecting you to do. So he has mentioned the problem statement, he has given you the data set. So as a data analyst, or for that matter, as a data scientist also, what would be your first step? Will you dive deeper into the nitty-gritties of your problem statement, or would you do exploratory data analysis? What should be done?
Mm, I think I would look upon the data set first. I'll go through the whole data set and the features available in the data set.
You
If
mean
I'm,
EDA? You will be doing EDA first. The exploratory data
yeah,
analysis visualization part you will be doing first.
yeah, not visualization, but yeah, the first step would in machine learning, any No, I am not sure about this question. I don't know, sir.
Okay, why? Because the client has provided you the data. He has also mentioned that what you are expected to do. But we guys,
Mhm.
being data scientists, being data analysts, we at times will not have that particular exposure to the given problem statement. For example, let's say I'm working for XYZ company right now, and I get a
Mhm.
project with respect to Fortis or any healthcare domain. I am an
Mhm.
engineer by heart and soul. I have never studied biology after my school days. I don't know the technical terms that are involved. I don't know the like details of what exactly that particular disease would mean, how would it be impacting the person. I'm not aware of it, right? So
Mhm.
that is what my actual question was, that whether you will be diving deeper into the problem statement, whether you will try to explore the problem statement, or because the data set is also provided, you will start visualizing the different parameters. What is the relation? What is the correlation? That is what you would do, right? So that is the question. Mm.
Okay, so like you said, like you explained me, so I'll go with the problem statement first
Okay.
in these kind of scenarios when I'm not sure about can we say this as a domain knowledge? If
Yeah,
I'm not
domain
having the
knowledge
domain
basically.
knowledge,
Right, right, right.
yeah, so I'll go with the problem statement, dig deeper into the problem statement only.
Okay, normally we follow this approach. We'll be
Uh-huh.
going with the domain knowledge first. We'll acquire the domain knowledge
Yeah.
because see, ultimately, if you perform EDA, any day it is something to do with insights. And
Hmm.
generating insight is something which will be fruitful to you only when you know which parameters you are supposed to compare. And
Yes.
knowing that this parameter is supposed to be compared with another one will come from the domain knowledge only. So
Yes.
that is right. That is correct.
Yes.
All right. So I think we can wind this up. Thank you so much, Sanjeet. The feedback which I have given you for your resume, you can please integrate that and you can share me the
Sure.
new one. And then
Sure.
we'll continue. Any specific doubts? If you have any specific questions you have for me, you can ask me.
Discuss it with you. I was planning to do some internships with some companies. So they'll
Hmm.
be having same process of recruiting like other companies.
Yeah, most of the time the recruitment process is same. Like they will basically like especially for internships, they give you some sort of assessment. They'll give you a
Mhm.
task to do, and within a
Mhm.
stipulated amount of time, maybe 2 days, 3 days, or maybe 1 week, they will ask you to submit that particular project or assignment. After going
Okay.
through your submission, if they feel that yes, your project is a good one, you have done it with proper diligence, then they will
Mhm.
forward it and you will be selected for the next rounds, maybe technical, verbal technical rounds or something of that sort, or maybe they
Mhm.
will directly hire you, depends on the company.
So is it a good idea, sir?
Yeah,
I should go ahead with this, or I
because see,
should
the
wait for
market
the
right now,
companies?
if you are getting calls from the companies, you can definitely try, right? But again, because the market is slightly competitive right now, so you can go ahead with internships also, because as of now, we are like the more we focus on learning, the better, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes, sir.
internships will definitely give you like good exposure, real-time exposure. So that is a good
Yes.
idea.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.